Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you how to make this lovely bracelet. So this bracelet is made with one of these, I'm trying to think of the name. I had to look it up. So I had a few of these in my stash. They are Centerline cuff, Miyuki stringing bracelets or something like that. The idea is normally you would take like delicate beads or Miyuki beads, and you would go and just stitch your design of beads inside using these holes. And you can open this up. They're like extendable, so they'll fit any wrist. And just like that. So if you're like me, so I bought these years ago, and it's so funny. Every time I go through some of my supplies, I'll pull these out. I leave them on my desk. I'm like, I got to do something with these bracelets. But when I did the earring flower earrings tutorial, it occurred to me that I could probably do an actual daisy chain with these, which I did. So it is doable. So we're going to complete one of these. I'm going to start just by showing you how to add the second one, and then I'll take this and we'll finish it and put it on the second bracelet so that it looks like this and you have a matching set. So I think this is going to be awesome. I'm so excited to show you. When I did it this weekend, I was like, oh, I gotta get moving on this and do a video. So here we are. Let's talk about supplies. So let me just move this aside. You're going to need some mini duos. These are Rosaline matte mini duos from John Bead. So big thank you to John Bead for these lovely supplies. And just to let you know, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon of some of these mini duos. So stay tuned for that. So we have those. And then I have my 11O Seed Beads Dark Gold Metallic Soul Gel that we're using. So let's put some of these out. Let's move this over here. I don't even think we need that much. And some mini duos, and you can use whatever color you want. I just love this Rosaline look. I find it just is so like delicate looking. I'm just getting a piece of glass out of there. Thought I saw a second one. Okay, and I am using 3mm round drucks. They are might as well put them all out. They're like, let me see. For the earrings we used fire polish. So they're basically the same color. Let me enlarge this. And these were saturated metallic primrose yellow. So I'm pretty sure those are the same color. And I have these 3mm Swarovski crystals for the middle part. So basically it's going to start the same way we started the, let me just move these over. Same way we started the earrings, but when we get to the second flower, it's going to change. So let's get some thread using my John Bead Good Thread. It's just doing so well. And if you were concerned about this thread getting through small spaces, I was able to do this very easily. I didn't have any problems. And, I go around a few times on the flowers, and then stitching here, you can barely see that thread. And it's not raised very much either. So if you were concerned about this wearing out and stuff, I don't think you'd have any problems. I mean, you could essentially put something there, but I actually like it just like that because you do get some light coming through, or this is what it looks like on. Isn't that amazing? That's so pretty. Okay, so you're going to use a wingspan, and a wingspan will complete the whole strip. We're going to put 5 beads in a strip to cover, like that. And it will also, I was just double checking, I thought I made a mistake. It will also be enough to add the little green beads in between and stitch it to and you'll still have plenty of thread left. So for this though, I'm not going to take a full wingspan. So I'm using a size 12 needle. You could probably get away with a size 10. And I'm going to dye my thread pink with my lovely pink marker. So let's just hold your thread down and pull it through. This side's a bit slippy. I'm going to turn it to the side that has all the spots. And it gets all twisted, so you have to twist it there. Just like that. There. Okay. And I'm going to thread it on this side. So you don't have to do the whole thing because this is going to be folded over in your needle. Let's see what we have here. This needle might be compressed. That's fine. So there you go too. It's easy to thread this good thread. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to pick up 8 mini duos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's what you have. Bring that down to the bottom, and we're going to make a loop and tie a knot. That. And I'm going to adjust the camera here. Like that. And it doesn't have to be super tight, because when we go to do the outside holes for the petals, I like to make my flowers rounded a bit. You can do yours flat if you want, but I like to make mine rounded. So if you're not super tight on the middle aspect, make sure that's in focus for you. It gives it more space to round it, so you can tighten the outside holes and it'll bring it up. So it's lovely. Now we're going to cut that tail. And we're going to pass through a few beads, then we're going to add our middle crystal. like that. Okay, pick up your 3mm crystal. You're going to go directly across to the other side, like that. And make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Directly across. And then pass through a few beads. And your crystal is in the middle, like that. Now we're going to step up to the outer holes. And let me see the earrings. Yeah, so with the earrings, we did seed beads all the way around. What we're going to do for this is we're going to put one of these round drucks directly across from each other, and that will help us to link the flowers together. So we'll start with a round druck. That. Now we're going to pick up some 11/0 seed beads. You're going to pass through the next petal. And do that all the way around till we get to the opposite side of the other druck where we added. So you're going to add 3 beads separated by a petal, like that. So now we're going to put a green druck in that spot. Let's pick one up. Go through the next petal. And you're in the outer holes of the petals, like that. Pick up an 11/0 gold bead. Another 11/0 gold bead. And your last 11/0 gold bead. Now you're going to go through a few of what you just added, but you're going to start to pull it tight, and that's what I mean by creating this kind of arched form with your flower. And we're going to put a little knot in there. So let's go through 2 more. Pull it tight, do a knot. Let's do it here. So just hang on to your tension there. So we're coming out of this 11/0. We are going to get our needle behind the thread bridge like that. Then wrap your thread around the needle and put your thumb on that so it doesn't hop over a bead, and pull that tight. Now we're going to go through, and we're going to, as we're going through this, and it will tighten the knot and it will set the knot inside one of the beads too. So like that. And let me just gonna get that kind of down a bit. There's my thread burner. And you can see a bit of the thread. I may need to put new batteries in this. And there's something on my thread burner. Okay. So let's go through. We're going to go to the Super Duo just before the green bead. So come through there. That. Okay, now we're going to pick up a mini duo. We're going to go through the round druck like that. Okay, we're going to pick up another mini duo. This time we're going to take this one and we're going to put it, we're going to draw it down to our work like that. That. And we're going to step up. So we're in the outside holes. We're going to step up to the other holes, which is actually, I guess you could call it a step down because we're going to the middle holes of the flower like that. And you pull it tight and it will bring it nice and close like that. Okay, so now we're going to go and add 6 mini duos to complete the next flower. So this is the beginning of the flower next to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 on our needle. We already have 2 here. So we're going to complete the loop by going through this one here like that. So there's our second flower. So now we're going to go through 2 and then we'll add our crystal and then we'll complete the outside. So let's pick up a crystal. So we're coming out of this bead here. We're going to go directly across to the other bead here. And you can go through 2 if you want, like that. Just like that. And I'm going to go through 2 more and then we'll step up and add the outside part of the flower. So we're going from this hole to this hole like this. Now we're going to put our 11/0 gold beads in there. Add another one. Like that. And go through this petal here. Now we're going to add another gold bead. Another gold. One more gold on this side. Like that. Now we're going to add our green bead here. Like that. And another gold. We're going to go pass through a few of these and tighten everything. So you can see, here's the difference here. Let me just adjust this here. Looks a bit wonky. Okay. So this is the flat one and this is the rounded one. You can see a bit of the difference. So it's up to you what you want to do. I don't know. I just think they look amazing when they're rounded. That's just me. There. through here. And I'm going to tighten that, and I'm going to put my knot there. So grab a thread bridge. Right here. Take your thread, wrap it around, and pull that through. Like that. And we'll make our way back to the green bead. Let me make sure I got the right one here. This way. Let me see which way I came through. Okay. There. So pass through these beads. That. And now we're ready to add the third one. So now that you know how to do it, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to finish this one here. So continue doing this until you have 5 across. If you're using one of these, if you're doing some other, I think I will probably do another bracelet design using these little flowers, but do like the whole bracelet in flowers. So stay tuned for that. I might do like a double strand of them. Yeah, I think a double strand would look nice. So let me know what you think. Double strand, single strand. So let's move that over and grab our needle from this side. So once you have your 5 flowers like that, we are going to start by adding a green druck in between each, over here and at the bottom as well. So your thread's coming out of this green end one here. We're going to make our way over. So just pass through. Pass through your mini duos and your seed beads like that. Through this mini duo and this seed bead here. Pick up one of your green drucks. Now you're going to go to this seed bead here, and you can pass through the other beads while you're there, just like this. We're going to do that all the way around. So keep passing through here. That. Pick up a green bead, go through the next 11 on the next flower. There. So it finishes it up really nice. Oh, we have to pass through the petals. I'm so excited to add the green. I think the green is really amazing with these flowers. It just makes it pop. That. Super simple, and just pop them in. Keep going. That. Carefully you don't hit your thread. Okay, another green. That's through. That. Go all the way around to the other side. There. See how lovely that looks. I'm so excited. So we've had a lot of nice kind of milder weather above freezing, so that's always nice. Melt some. Apparently we're getting another ice storm this weekend. But it's been nice. The afternoons are nice and sunny. I went to the mailbox without a coat on, so that's how mild it was. Get unhooked here. And then through the next one, we can add our green bead like that. There's our okay, so we're ready to, you can kind of stretch it a bit so that they fit, but it should be fine. I'm going to move this thread out of the way so I don't poke it with my needle. That. There. Like that. Go through the next one. Trying to find the hole. It's sometimes really hard. This is so simple. You'll have no problems doing this. It's hard for me to do it on camera is all. It's just I've got the camera in the way and a light that's in front of me as well. So, and my hands are outstretched, so it's a little tricky. So let's. And some days go better than others. I'm sure you guys know. So there we go. That's our next green bead. Through here. Pick up another green. Like that. They're so lovely. So when you add these beads, because you're adding like essentially 3 across, you really start to feel like the structure. Like it's not folding down like this was. So this would really lend well to a bracelet just like this. So if you don't have one of those bracelet cuffs, I keep hooking my scissors there. Yeah, if you don't have one of those cuffs, no worries. You could do a bracelet. And I will be doing a full bracelet without the cuff. Because I get to play with these flowers again. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll leave it there because I think when we position this, it's actually part of the flower is going to be over the end. So your first hole might be there. Let me see. Yeah, actually, that's exactly right. I thought I remembered something. So I'm going to do my best so you can see, but basically you're going to take your thread coming out of one of the flowers. You're going to pop it through the first hole on the end, like that. Then you're going to go up the second hole next to it. Okay. And then we'll decide where we need to. So right there. So now we're going to go through this petal here for the next hole. For the most part, once you get this going, you won't have to pass through the petals. It'll kind of line up with the holes of for the beads. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and you can also skip holes. So if we started there, this one's going to actually go through the next hole. So you're just going up and down the holes. So it's going to look like that. And you can see where it's going to land on the back side. So it's going to be halfway through that flower as well. Which is nice because then you know there's not going to be any chance of your the end of the bracelet, the bar showing. I'm going to go through here. It's a bit backwards. Let me see here. You know what? I missed a hole. That's why. I thought it was weird that. So here's the thing with these holes. Because they are meant for Miyuki beads, they are actually measured really well, the holes. So I was super stoked. I was surprised at how easy it was to get going down through the holes and up through and attaching the beads. So I just went back and grabbed the hole I missed. I thought it was weird because they line up very quickly. Let's come back up through the next hole. Then we'll go through the druck. That's how I wanted to do it. So like that. Okay. Now I'm going to pull it tight just so that I can get, I don't want to lose the integrity. Okay, so we'll go down. I'm going to skip a hole. See where that takes me. Okay. I'm going to go up through the next hole right here. And that's going to take me to the seed bead. Go through just the seed bead. Which is a little bit hard because the seed beads are tucked into those petals. Okay, so you can see where the threads are. So we're going to pull that in. Go down this hole. Just make sure your threads stay where they need to be. That. This part's a little bit hard to do on camera. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go through the next green bead. So let's go up the very next hole. Go through the green bead. Down the hole. Then up the next hole. Go through the gold bead. that. Down the next hole. Up the next hole. That. We're going to go through the green bead again. Down the next hole. Up the next hole. And through the 11-0. Then down the very next hole. So this is what I mean. It really starts to line up exactly, up one hole, down one. Then up here. Through the green bead. This one's just a little bit off to the side. Let me see if I can turn it a bit. Yeah. Through the green. Okay. Go down the next hole. Up the next hole. These are the two last holes. So up that one. Pull tight. Go through the 11-0. Actually, you know what? I was going to go through this last hole, and I remember this from the other one. So there's one more hole here. So I could attach this seed bead, the 11-0 gold, go down, but then I wouldn't have an up hole unless I went backwards. So what I'm going to do now is, this is going to be the end of this side. I'm going to go through the flower, come around to the other side, and complete it. So let's do that. So go through these. Yeah, let's move that away. That. There. There. Pull that all tight so you can see. And even if there's a bit of movement, it's not going to matter when we get to the other side, because you can see there's a bit of the end showing. But actually, once we get this side sewn in, it's going to sit exactly even on both sides, so it's centered. So don't worry about that. Let's go through this flower here. There. Then keep going to, yeah, till we get to this one here. So 2 more 11-0 seed beads. That. So come out of this seed bead here, and you're ready to start weaving. So you can see, there we are. So we're going to go through the second hole. Go down through the second, like that. Go up through the next one, and that will take you to the green bead. My thread just got looped around the end of the bracelet. There we go. Okay, go through the green bead. Okay, and go down through the next hole, up through the next hole, that. Go through the 11-0, that. Okay, I'm just creating some tension there. So go down through the next hole, like that. And go up through the next hole. Will take us to the green. It's getting a bit awkward here. Okay, go through the green. There. Go down through the next hole. That. Up through the next hole. And trying to avoid passing through any threads or flowers. And of course, my thread's getting hooked on the bracelet bar. Okay, through the 11-0. I have to tell you, the new Curiosities box is, they're starting to deliver them on the 28th, and they have, so you can order a subscription so that you're guaranteed to get one, but they also sell some a limited quantity of ones that you can just order the box itself without all the subscriptions. But I mean, you can always cancel your subscription anytime. So through the green. Yeah, so I took a look at the site. The John Bead Friends and Family site is where you can get them. And it's called Mooner Landing. So I'm so excited to see what's going to be on that one. Okay. Up. And then through the 11-0. Down through the next bead. That. Up through the next bead. Down through the green. That. And down. Through the next hole. Up through the next one. Yeah, this is getting a bit, but we're almost done. We're at the end here. So I'm going to make sure those are all pulled in nice and tight. And you can see, look at how they're lining up perfectly. That's amazing. I couldn't believe it when it worked. So I think I was talking about this the other day. You have an idea for something and it just doesn't work out. And this is one of those things when I saw it, I was like, oh, I have an idea. And then I did. I was like, oh, I'm so glad it worked out. And then I'm like, I can't wait to tell everybody. I'm like a kid. I gotta tell my peeps. Okay, so that's the end. I am gonna go through a few beads, create a knot, and then we're done. So let's grab the thread bridge here before the green bead, like that, and wrap it around. Put your finger on it and make sure it doesn't get hooked there. And then we're going to go through a few beads and pull it tight. Get that unhooked. One of the ways you can avoid getting it hooked on the bar is to just hold it like that, but it is a bit, like I said, it's kind of awkward for me right now with the camera. So let me just go through a few and then I'll cut it. Look, I just did it again. I was demonstrating how it's done. How not to do it. I should do a video. How not to bead. There's no wrong way. There, I think that should have it. Like that. And let's clip that. And look at what we have. Isn't that amazing? Now there's two of them. I'm gonna have to think of what to do with these. Maybe a giveaway or something. So there's the lovely earrings. Get that turned around here. There's the there. Just like that. Ta-da! This is awesome. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And don't forget to check for the John Bead Curiosities box for this month. So excited. So it'll be, I think they start delivering them on the 28th, and I'll hopefully have one by then and I can show you what's in it. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.